Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Best of Both Worlds campaign. We are the marvellous German Empire. Our Gallipoli is our Italian invasion of Corsica, which is ongoing. We essentially can't ever seem to break them because they keep retreating and coming back in. On a much more positive front, the battle for Africa, I was about to say, is won because we took all their ports. But actually that guy, he's not marching into a port though. Okay, you guys, we need some more men to come and make sure this Italian division doesn't ruin all my hopes and dreams. Come down here and kick them out. If we can rapidly transport men down and take the port before they can move in here and then go to the port, we might be able to easily defeat them. An Italian tank has deployed. You just go up here. Cross the river, darn you. Okay, so, of course, the most important front right now is our attempt to drive east to Yevran through this horrible terrain, horrible infrastructure is the word that I am looking for, region. See if we can finally secure the oil reserves we so desperately need. We're also incredibly short on tungsten. I did not realize this. Okay. Well, it means we need to try and push to Portugal. So maybe after we push to this river, we could then take action against France. Deploy the tanks, finally do a big push against France with a lot of mediums. But for now, Portugal. I'd love you to send me a bunch of tungsten. Why am I importing slightly too much from them? This I do not know. Let's go down a bit. Obviously, the convoy efficiency isn't going to be great, but considering the damage we've done to the British Navy, like, how many ships do you even have now? 100 to 140? But it's 1940. They would have a lot more than that if we hadn't done serious damage to them. I feel like with the Allied air power, maybe we should go full fighter on the carriers, but I still like their wings still get wiped very quickly. But I don't know. I think maybe we should have been using... Finally. Pocket closed. Excellent. Soviet casualties. People were saying, by the way, they want me to show casualties more often. I'm not going to do it every episode, but I will try and remember to do it more often. Our casualties have reached 500,000, which is kind of shamefully high, honestly. And Soviets have reached 9.09 million. United Kingdom sits at 500,000. France, 500,000. Where's the US? US, 1.16 million. Pretty good in terms of ratio. Obviously, many of our allies in Japan and Venezuela have taken heavy casualties. Venezuela? What the heck's going on in Venezuela? All right, we were attacking in here pretty relentlessly. So the Venezuelans have managed to lose as many men as Germany in their attempts to take the surrounding areas. Should I have defended that? Is aluminium a really big problem for us? No. We could maybe have deployed better men here in advance so that we could crush the allies' aluminium production, but... no matter. We'll make it work. Okay. Medium tanks staying behind as a blocking force while the lights press on is not ideal, but I feel like the mediums are going to be the only ones actually capable of being such a blocking force. Let's move these guys to the front. Anyone without an order, go to the front. Okay, and the light tanks just rush in here. You, sir, get on this. And we should really extend this, otherwise they'll abandon Trebizond. We don't want that. Oh, they've left this one almost entirely undefended? Well, I won't say no to that. Taking that mountain tile really quickly would be lovely without a fight. Please don't get me pocketed. When I say get me pocketed, I should really take more responsibility for my actions. I'm going to get myself pocketed if I'm not careful. These lights are moving in, though. There's no one actively attacking this place. Are there any more mediums in the region that aren't assigned to an order? Yes, indeed. 2 of them. Unfortunate that assigned to an order makes them stop. So we're losing any progress on their current move. Which with this kind of air and infrastructure and supply problem is bad. Because these are slow. They are, in fact, the slowest that they can be right now. Are we going to manage to push all the way east before they get these men out of the pocket? I feel like we might. Night vision's going to help a lot. That's 5% hard and soft attack on average. Well, there's another 5% soft attack. Would we rather We're already doing radar research, which is done in 1 day. Okay, cool. We'll save 1 day on this tech and put it towards a radar immediately. Immediately losing the defense, but winning the offensive. Always funny how things can happen like that these days. Can only happen when the offensive and defensive battles start on the same day, because it's no longer possible to attack someone that's attacking you, or rather attack a tile that is attacking you. But when it both happens simultaneously, it does happen like that, which is a bit weird. We're now going to retreat into them. Oh well. You guys haven't moved much. Let's send you north as well. There's radio detection. Beautiful. And we will put that 1 save day into getting radar 2. We will immediately construct some radars. How many do we need? Well, once we get radar 2s, not that many. But I kind of want full coverage, which might be a bit greedy of me. But I want coverage over here as well. So I think we're going to put them in a lot of places. This probably should be a bit further south, actually, for good coverage over that air zone. But I want coverage over all the sea zones as well. Pushing forwards here to get 1 radar, which will eventually cover southern England and northern France and the Channel. Seems good. A Jutland radar, which will help us when we're fighting seas over here. Fighting at sea over here. 1 in Warsaw. 1 in Bukovina. That seems pretty good. Okay, and of course, once we get the next tier of radar, we will upgrade all of those. To level 2s, and then to the 3s, and then once they're 4s, they cover just enormous regions, which would be marvellous. Alright, mediums, get in here. Medium line should be adjusted to reflect the fact that we really want them deep into this push. Good, we got some more tanks up there. Once the reinforcements arrive, they should be able to win that defense. Light tanks still with no order. Once they finish this move, we could give them an order here. There we go. Here, go on the... Where's the light tank front line gone? Oh, it's here. That's very bizarre. Good, some light tanks got in there, which means we will win that defense, because our light tanks are amazing. If you... He's not going to get there in time to attack here and block them from moving in here. Oh, but this guy may. Excuse me, could I... God, it's tricky. It's tricky to select the right guy. You. There we go. He's already got the order. It's just so mountainous. We could, of course, have seen this coming. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I've seen this push coming and trained an army of mountain infantry. I almost certainly should have done that. But, oh well, basically. Okay, you're here. I'll let the light push. The medium can pin. The light's faster. Although probably they're all traveling at 1 mile an hour. No, he's actually getting a bit better. The supply is improving. Taking this tile will dramatically improve supply. Good lord, what is wrong with my mouth today? Improved supply, that's what I was trying to say. We could do some encryption. Could do more oil production from these. Is the Caucasus going to be enough? Maybe. Once we have control over all of this oil here, and then maybe we push east, but getting the war goals is going to be really tricky. Could, of course, get... I mean, air support mission efficiency plus 20% is so good. We could get better artillery, though we're not using almost any, so it feels less valuable than it could be. Any researchers finishing in 30 days? Yeah, we could get Field Hospital 4. We should get logistics companies. Supply is such an issue with all these tanks. I should have done this much earlier. Let's work on logistics companies. Remember, we are on elite difficulty, which means our supply situation, oh sorry, our tech situation is what I mean to say, is far worse than it would otherwise be. Because we have that, what is it, plus 30% research debuff? 20%, right. Gonna get here before they get here, I hope. 19 hours, 2 days. It's not ideal. Any of you gonna get there first? I think if I don't click on them, I should be able to see the first one. First in 18 hours. Oh, roll a dice. We may or may not get there before them. We'll see. Has the anti-pocketing AI kicked in the south yet? Not fully, but quite a few of them are moving north. We might want to begin offensives in the south to block them. Like if we just... I mean, it's a throw manpower at the problem kind of situation, but if we do this, it will at least delay them. You guys keep moving on. Yeah, you guys should press immediately on into that tile. Nice. We did get these guys pocketed. In there, good. Oh no, that attack's going to slow us down. That might be the critical few days. Keep moving east. We're risking being pocketed here, like in the extreme. No, don't keep pushing on. Don't keep pushing on. You just focus on defending until some other guys can actually get in there. You can help push them out. You should actually maybe help with that as well. I know they're both crossing rivers, but they held them long enough, pinned them long enough that the infantry will now be able to annihilate them. They can continue the relentless march east. Glorious. Okay, you guys can go in here. I know the front lines are a mess. I'm not going to fix them. I'm afraid you will have to come to live with it. But we can do that at least, which fixes them a bit. Okay, no one's going here yet. We have got a tank moving in to fill the line. Good. Okay, the offensives in the south have probably gone on long enough to delay them a bit. That's good. We'll obviously lose manpower, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Air power is about to become out of position, and we don't have any other air bases in the region. We could be... Oh no, we can't build up this air base because it's not controlled by us, unfortunately. Let's put everyone on all missions. They have got a lot of CAS here as well. They've got a lot of fighters, though. Alright, so they pushed us back from there, but then we will instantly crush them out. Not instantly. It took us a couple of hours to beat one infantry. Good lord, that shows the severity of the supply problems we're having here. This is a big part of why I don't like having AI in my faction. Being unable to build here. It's very frustrating. So I want to be able to, you know, power my industry towards making the infrastructure in the region better so we can, you know, save ourselves and get crazy amounts of infrastructure in the region and all that kind of stuff, and repair what is there and build more air bases and maybe even throw anti-air at it, just because we can build so many things in parallel right now that we could build, you know, a bunch of air bases and repair the infrastructure and build new infrastructure and build anti-air simultaneously. Just throw all our civilian economy at improving the situation here. We have pushed forward a couple of tiles here. I don't really want to do that too much. Maybe we could widen it from the south, though. Hungary wants to send us expeditionary force. Yes, absolutely. I'll take anyone else you deployed as well. I kind of don't want Hungary to deploy men, because if I was min-maxing properly, we'd be deploying all their manpower. I think the ports might be sufficiently garrisoned now. Oh, no, that's right. We weakened the northern defenses when we took Denmark. So let's reinforce those. I was going to say, so maybe we should just deploy men to the to a central reserve. Oh, hello. We're did we get pushed back a step? Or 2 steps even here? Good lord, okay. Oh god, yeah, that's a threatening push. Okay. We need to try and fix that. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it with trash infantry. Or we might with air cover. Alright, all you guys, resume missions. Some more CAS. Over here. You guys. Air cover, please. We'll leave 1 behind. You guys, we can put all but 1 of you here. And then 1 of you here. Okay. Well, this is the nature of a war at 2 fronts. I tunnel visioned way too hard. We didn't leave enough men here to actually hold our French advances. Well, don't... Oh, for God's sake, no. That was a terrible idea. I just killed all the organization on my units, which means if the AI attacked here right now, we'd be in big trouble. We'd get a Dunkirk pocket. And not the kind of Dunkirk pocket we like. Okay, moving more men in there from both sides. Good. Well, with the air cover, I feel more confident we'll be able to at least slow their attacks. It's problematic. We probably won't push to Stalingrad then, because I'll want to divert tanks. In fact, with the supply situation over here, we might not even miss if I just sent all the light tanks. I think I would, though, just because the number of divisions we'd lose that could potentially be, you know, holding tiles and just blocking, even if their stats are bad. Just we need more divisions here, which I guess is an argument for having some more 20 wits, really. We could also, the supply here is, you know, golden. We could also just throw... Hey, we took Kurska. Nice. You guys... I mean, there are 12 enemy ships present. I think I'm going to try and get these guys to the mainland. And the way we're going to make that not a complete suicide mission is a lot of people attacking the sea. So you guys, some of you, will remain. That's good. We took out Allied airbase there. Do I want to do this? No, we can just use some of these guys to to hold that port. And you guys just move to the port. No. Move to the port and prepare yourselves to attempt to sail over here. Right, we can do a decision apparently. We can blow the Suez Canal, but we don't want to. We can recall Von whatever, get another general. That's fine. We could also develop some oil fields. Is it worth the political power? I think I'd say no. We get so little political power. 25 political power for 6 oil. Although maybe that's 6 then modified by infrastructure, so that could be good, but I don't think that's worth it. Alright, then I'll go to the front. That's good. Put them in there. I think there's a tank here that's not moving. Yes, there we go. You, sir. You could go south. That'd be excellent. Okay, I'm kind of hoping the Turks can do a bit of a rearguard action here. Make sure that we don't have problems because of this push in here. Oh, hello. 1 tank division standing alone, but we really don't have the men present to react to that appropriately. Everyone get on the front line, so you'll at least go to it. And then you don't go north. North is not where the problem is. Come down here. You also going south, that's good. Yeah, this tile, little concerning. We've got more coming in from the east, though. Still, ooh, not holding okay in all those attacks. Bit of a problem there. Still holding okay, though. It's just the attacks that are over France that are a problem. Oh, I overstacked that. Whoops. Let's move a bunch of these guys to Dunkirk instead. Well, that might hurt supply. Nope, supply's fine. So yeah, a bunch of the planes currently assigned here should switch, because we're not having a problem there. We should also do extra ground crews. I'm so bad at remembering to use the abilities, just because they're new. I'm okay with losing this tile. We can fall back from here. Just don't get pocketed. Yeah, there's a huge number of allied divisions here. You come south, please. Good. Okay, Caucasus. Come on. I mean, we may want to throw pressure on this tile, but it's just the mountains. You can't push through mountains. It just cannot be done. You should definitely not be going down there. You two have move orders, so I don't dare really reassign you. We shouldn't be attacking from the tile that we're almost losing, though. The problem is these mountains. It's darn mountains before we can actually get to Yerevan. We might want to sneak north. Yeah, that's worth considering. Let's try you doing that. These guys just need to reorg a bit. Obviously, supply is devastating. And we're still in core Turkish land, so there's no way we can request the land from them or anything like that. Okay, these guys are in the port. Godspeed, gentlemen. They're already raiding some Italian convoys down there. We might be able to air power their subs into the ground. Let's see. Only a very few number of subs at present. It was night time. It's now clear. That's perfect. Deploy more men. I don't really understand how air power works in naval combat in terms of how many can apply. It might be to do with the tonnage or the no, not tonnage. There's no tonnage to that. The production cost or not crazy, right? There's no tonnage to that. Yeah, good. I thought so. Alright, you guys keep coming east. I don't know. I think I should pull out a bunch of these tanks because they're just needlessly filling. Well, not needlessly, but on balance, not worthwhilely filling supply. And we could use them here instead. So let's put them there. You guys stop. We lost Calais. That's a devastating blow to our air power in the region. It's going to cause overstacking like nobody's business. 2 of you go up to the Hague. Seaplanes, get out of here. We're going to send another 400 to the Hague to replace the seaplanes. We could build more air power in this region. Did we build any anti-air here? There's some anti-air here. We could build more. And we're building radar, of course. Oh, we were building the air power in Calais. Alright, build it in Wallonia instead. We might lose that as well, so let's build it in Holland. Just to be safe. So we're still overstacking this like nobody's business. You guys, the Cass, the longer range ones, so they're the ones we can best afford to pull back. Okay, that's a lot better. But we lost another tile. Lille. No, sorry, this one I think is one we just lost. Oh, and we lost Dunkirk. We're not reinforcing in time. They're doing exactly the same thing we are to them on the other front. Their tanks are just breaking our units before they can reinforce, because these are all trash infantry without any benefits from... Hey, nice, we got 20 of them. Without any benefits from, whatchamacallit? Signal companies. Well, we will establish a fallback line. We may have to fall back to it. It will be not good for our air power over the Benelux, but it will be sustainable at least. We should probably try and hold this tile as well. Yeah. I think we have to fall back. They're trashing us here. We need tanks, essentially. Give me... Yep, he's ready. Next one's not full. Well, he's not ready, but he's fully equipped. We're going to fall back. God, this was hard-fought land. Ah, it's just the split attention that's made me lose it. It's so annoying. Plus, we managed this push. I was probably optimistic in our ability to just crush in there and decimate them just by force of tank numbers, where really I should have been far, far more aware of the fact that the supply, of course, was going to be terrible. Could get more reconnaissance. I really failed to understand reconnaissance much. Better signals seem fairly good. Anything coming in 30 days that would make this decision easy? Yeah, we should get the best decryption. Yeah, let's save up the tech to put onto decryption. Yeah, no one over France. Everyone over the Benelux. With massive air superiority over the Benelux, we may yet pull it off with these defenders. This if we can get enough CAS. So any CAS currently deployed to the Eastern Front. The Eastern Front is fine. The Soviets don't have the equipment to fight us in any serious way. Get me more CAS. We could put 100 more planes here. Give me more CAS. I guess we steal some from down here. Of course, we're pushing... Are we probably pushing? We're pushing, I think, into the Caucasus Front now. Yeah, which means we don't get any of our air cover we've been enjoying so far. God, we're getting driven back from here as well. Well, the blocking attacks are no longer necessary. They're not retreating anymore. Let's try and put the heavy tanks... Sorry, the medium tanks. Just unbelievable levels of concentration of the medium tanks, I think. Should help. You guys come to here. And the medium tanks, do you not have an attack plan? Oh my goodness, we've been running without a medium attack plan, which means you have no attack plan bonus. Ah! This is awful. Okay. You guys, get in here. We were not going to fall back until kind of proven necessary, but we're about to get pocketed here, so that proof may come soon. I do not want to lose the airbase here. It would be very bad. So let's try and hold this line. You guys need to... Is there no easy... There's no easy way to tell who's in combat, is there? Easily. And just retreat not the non-in-combat units. We'd have to actually read it all. In which case, you guys just... just roll the dice. 3 of you go back. I'm not prepared to go through reading the names of divisions and figuring out which we should have to retreat. That would be needlessly tedious, I think. It's just the mountains. How are we going to break through these mountains to get to Yerevan? We're so close. But they can attack this tower from so many directions. Perhaps that's the answer. We should try to break this tile. It's just... it's the freaking mountains, man. We could also fall back, abandon the Caucasus offensive, and then be smarter. We have naval superiority over the Black Sea, almost. If we could deploy some ships... Oh, I don't own any ports here, so I can't deploy ships straight in there. But we currently control the Bosphorus and the Suez. So we could do a daring breakout, where we sent our main fleet round Africa into the Black Sea to facilitate a naval invasion of Sevastopol, to create a second front, mostly as a distraction, and then punch in here. We could also train up mountaineers. But it'll take so long. I'm seriously thinking maybe we should just abandon this front. It's so bad. But we could also go defensive. Go defensive while the Turks repair some of this. That could work. That could work. We could also not attack with tanks. Like we just put more infantry in there. Because obviously the tanks are using crazy amounts of supply. I'm not sure. There's many options open to us. But obviously I need to be focusing right now here. Because if they pushed us... We do not want to have to fall back to the Rhine. There's so many factories we would lose if we had to fall back to the Rhine. And not to mention dockyards. Okay. We're going to dramatically reduce the number of tanks deployed in here. Where are your other... Oh my god. We had a bunch of tanks ready for the Königsberg pocket. Our veteran, fresh tanks are all just ready and available. Get your butts over here. You are needed. So these tanks have got almost no experience, partly because I think we deployed them more recently, and partly because they're taking so many losses. We still are going to reduce the number of tanks in this region, especially tanks deployed by not me, which are probably a significantly lower quality, when we'll send them where supply is no issue, up here. Those of you that can, withdraw rapidly. That should allow our medium tank divisions to apply themselves to a far greater extent and hold this line. We will need to spread where we have the medium tanks deployed in order to fill gaps left by the withdrawing light tank divisions. I'd love it if I could tell the Turks to just push off, because they're just filling the front with troops unnecessarily. I know we are also doing that, but my troops are good. Stop attacking. No attacks into that place for a moment. We just need to stabilize this front. Okay, well, I'm going to have to call it a part here. Oh my god. Oh, this campaign was feeling a little easy for the couple of episodes before this one. My goodness, has that changed. Okay, full frontal Soviet offensive. Interesting. Do you think when I took the tanks off the front line, they were just like, haha, we're much stronger than them now? Well, we might have to abandon the Caucasus offensive entirely. Oh, jeez. It looks like we're going to hold all the way along the front. You know, we've got good supply. We could put the air up, in fact. That could be a good idea. Let's go for air superiority on the Soviet front. We could take men out of interception in some areas. Italy, get your CAS without an order out of my airbase. I beg of thee. Okay, we need to fall back from here because they might be about to get pocketed. These guys are all breaking again. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are going to lose that airbase. Oh, I need to end the episode, but we... Oh my goodness. We need to fall back. We need to reorganize. Where is the Don? Look, let me... Oh my god. Alright. You guys, get out of here. Fall back. Well, we also need some here, actually, but that's fine. The rest of you fall back. And we'll delete those port orders. Or that port order. Now, you end... Oh, that's right. You end down here. No, that's a naval defense order. You? Yes, good. Okay, you guys. Fall back to here. And we'll hold like that, I think. They should have a river crossing coming from this tile. Well, we have got a fort there. Let's move in there. Okay. Now, you guys, the light tanks. Some of them, are, you know, they're getting here, but they're a long way away. Mediums are less far away. And may be able to save our ass here. Let's deploy the mediums to the front, the new front. Let's also build... Got a radar building in Holland, that'll help. We could max out the anti-air here. In this region. So that... Well, not Rhineland, that's not a relevant zone for this. We could also build anti-air in Rhineland to actually just help. we could do this, you know. We have the industry to do that just quite quickly, just to generally shoot down a bunch of allied planes as they come bomb us. Oh, I'm gonna lose the airbase here. That's not a very big airbase. This one is the crippling loss. So let's build new air bases. Maybe we reinforce the fort wall as well. The forts didn't do much good down here because it's just reinforced rate. We got trash infantry, and trash infantry is great, or at least it's, you know, I think it's a good strategy when and only when you micro the reinforce rate, so you're doing constant counter attacks, and B, you use your tanks because you're having trash infantry in order to enable a tank heavy army. They actually pushed us back another tile here. That's fine. Accept it. Accept it. Don't need to counterattack. Unless any of you are retreating. He's retreating in the wrong direction, but he shouldn't die. He should just appear here. Let's see. 16 men. Excuse me. There we go. Still 16 men. Good. So he just teleported here. That's fine. You guys, stop attacking. Oh, it's Turks. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind if the Turkish infantry waste their organization trying to push in there. We'll just let that front stabilize. Okay, we're holding here now. Oh, there's Americans on the Soviet front as well. Okay, we're holding fine against the Soviets. Now we've thrown up the air power. That's good. The Soviets, I think, have, like, no planes? Nope, they got an unbelievably large number of planes. They're just choosing not to deploy them. Okay. Alright, you guys, fall back. Get off the front. Where are my reinforcements? Oh, they're walking. Why would you walk? We need you on trains, gentlemen. Don't counterattack. Not from there, anyway. Keep pulling back. Okay, we've got some men in. That's good. Heavy tanks have arrived. Sorry, medium tanks have arrived. Oh, okay. I need to win this. Thank you very much for watching. It's getting intense, but hey, that's what we're here for, right? You gotta have a challenge. These guys are not gonna be a challenge because they have no org, no supply even. How do they have 2 supply? Control of edge-coming provinces? It's a desert. It's a desert you can't move through. Anyway. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the play is. I think it is stabilize this front a bit, wait, basically, for this front to stabilize and for some of the infrastructure to get repaired, and maybe for the Turks to build more, but I don't know if the AI builds infrastructure. Meanwhile, try and use these medium tanks reinforcements to hold here. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to the next episode where we'll be able to see what we can do with this. This is where I thrive, where you have, you know, insurmountable odds and huge numbers coming at you from all directions, and you've got to try and hold out. This is what I love doing, so I'm glad it's going this way, even if it's not, you know, kind of optimal in some ways. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.